Good morning, believers. Good morning, Israel. JD Nija under the power lines. Living in America is pretty good when you figure they have this really. Huntington Beach is pretty slick. We are very spoiled here. Look at that technology. Just the size, and I'm probably getting so dosed by electromagnetic waves right here, but anyhow, look at these. Wow. Yeah, it's gnarly. Anyhow, let's talk about the Bible. How's that? What's good? The Bible's good. So I'm gonna try and do this without getting upset. Let's see if I can do it. Let's see if JD Nija has any control over his emotions at all. So yesterday, after I took care of my things I had to take care of, my errands and stuff, my job, I finally got the wood on the tailgate for those of you who are with me every day. All 8 of you. I'm a real influencer out here. It's a joke. I'm gonna do it this way instead. Open that window and shut this one for these people that race through neighborhoods. All right. Good morning. Bless all of you. I love you. For real. I'm not just a... Do I seem like a real person to you folks? Do I seem like a real fucking person? Because it seems like everyone's trying to put on a face, man. Like, even Vocab Malone and... Everyone's trying to be something on this. And it's like, I'm not trying to be anything. What you see, this is me. You may not like it, but at least you know what you're going to get. It's like, I'm not trying to get you to believe anything, I'm just trying to explain the Bible to you as best as I know how. And I think that I was given some inner knowledge. Does anyone want to hear that? Not really. And that's part of the Jesus Christ thing, the Messiah thing is it's really hard to believe that he's the Son of God. That's kind of a fairy tale. A virgin giving birth, that's not blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 J. Hall. But, like the REM song says, if you believe they put a man on the moon, and if you believe there's nothing up his sleeve, then nothing is cool. It's cool. It's cool to think that something extraordinary is actually cool. It's cool to believe that God walked on the earth. That's part of what the scripture tells us is if you don't believe that God was born of a woman and walked on the earth, you're doomed. You're in a bad, maybe not doomed, but you're setting yourself up for a harder road. From what I can tell, and this is just my opinion, part of the reason I've been so blessed is because I understood that there's a higher power. And as I've looked through comparative theology, I'm just going to go into this because you know how I do. I always have to pontificate a little bit. And that's how I do it. That's how I figure out things, by thinking about how my life has gone, how God has worked in my life, the pain, the sorrow, the beauty, the beautiful things that I've felt about even people that didn't care about me, my wife's, this narcissist that just left me in the twilight of my life. You know, I may not get mad, but I may cry on this one because I think part of what the issue is people's ability to be conscious. You gotta have some, you gotta be conscious to actually learn things. And the level of consciousness out here is really low. Really low. You know, we have these psychopaths, these level 1, and then you have these narcissists and these other 3D believers. They think the only thing that's out here is everything's an object. There's nothing besides objects. So spiritual things just drop off for these 3D monkey brains. They think they came from monkeys, and they did because they believe it. I didn't come from a monkey. What's in me is better than what this is. And that's where we're really having a hard time in the world, is we're looking for Donald Trump, the rich guy, to save us and give us all our money back and make us comfortable. That's not who we need. We need someone who has a heart. You notice there's no heart in the world. And so I've been studying, I've been listening, I've been getting away from GMS and Vocab Malone and some of this rancor and this anger and this malice. And I'm going back to Bible teaching, even if it's Catholicism. I've been actually studying Catholicism with these friars and these priests, and these guys are actually disciplined and well schooled and smart, and they know the scriptures and they know commentary. It's like, wow, I'm back in my realm. I'm like, I don't know how I got so far away into this Negro-centric nonsense and this Protestant, some of this Protestant offshoots of the Catholic Church. Anyhow, so yesterday, okay, the bottom line on that one is, man, I like beautiful things too. But how these narcissists trick us is by making themselves beautiful and acting. They see how heartfelt people act, and they're able to draw you in with their acting, and they've done it over and over again. So they know how to toy with people with heart. They know the bait. So what I'm trying to say to you, in not so many words, so we can get into the lesson, is myself going forward, I'm very particular about who I'm going to give my attention to. And there are people, of course, that are 3D inspired. They're inspired by money. They're inspired by cars. They're inspired by houses. They're inspired by boats. They're inspired by blowjobs, whatever. They're physical. They're very physical. They love to surf. They love to do certain things. Some of these people are just innocent, and they're well-meaning, and they're not hurtful, and they're not designed to destroy you. They don't want to hurt you. They just want good things for themselves. And that's the game that I played for a long time was, even though I'm heartfelt and I want heartfelt things, I also like the physical things. I love surfing, skiing, water skiing, bike riding, skateboarding, sex, the feel of holding someone's hand and walking, these wonderful things, holding my child. And some of those, actually, there's heart contained in those things. You got to have heart to continue with anything physical. A lot of times you have to have some heart, unless you're someone like, I don't know how you can rise to any height without having a love, without having a heart for, say, tennis. I think the one that popped to my mind was Djokovic. He's won the most men's titles now, or he's tied or something like that. I watched him play tennis the other week, and it was like, to play at the level that Djokovic and Medvedev, I'm not sure how to say his name, Medvedev. These guys are at a level that not only do you have to love the game, love the sport, you got to love to win to the point where your whole heart and soul is into it. So what I do right here with you, brothers and sisters, I'm trying to bring heart into this, and I'm sorry if I don't do it as well as I could, because I have a lot of heart. It's just, it's been very dangerous for me to be the wonderful, loving person I am. I've been shit on a lot. And so that's why I don't really go on the comment boards and stuff like that. I don't want to be told I don't have a heart. I don't want to be told that what I'm saying is misinterpretation, or that what I feel about myself as an angelic being is blah blah blah. I don't want to hear that. That's how I stay in the heart place. So I'm trying on this channel to get you to understand that you can raise your consciousness. It's not easy, because a lot of these people are so stuck. They've been stuck in this low vibrational, low frequency place, and it hurts me. It's sad, because I've tried over and over again to love people that had low frequency and bring them up. And so I don't know how many of you can raise your frequency. I don't know. I haven't seen a whole lot of it. My children, they all have the high frequency that I have. And that's what I say about, some people have it and some people don't. And that's why these generational curses and there's generational blessings too. People always talk about the generational curses, but they don't want to hear about the generational blessings, because then that means someone might have something they don't have. And I think that's one of the biggest issues we see out here right now, is like, people will just as soon go, oh, well, we're all low vibration. Let's just let the low vibration just sweep over everything. And that's what we're having with this gas electrical thing. People are so low vibration, they don't understand. When these motherfuckers get control of every vehicle, every appliance, everything in your world will be on a grid. It will be electrical. They'll be able to turn you on and off like a fucking robot. No food? Done. No light? Done. No heat? Done. No travel? Done. What are we thinking? We're letting them take away a very reasonable source of energy. Gas and oil is very reasonable. Learn how to tame it so that we get the most out of every gallon and the least pollution comes out. We're pretty close. I was saying this yesterday. Another one was the weather today. These fucking people are gaslighting people. It is perfectly clear. This is the weather we have. There's not a cloud in the sky. What the dumb